2 months later, on August 19th, USS Constitution sailors stand up to the mighty Royal Navy, changing themselves, their ship, and their country in the process. Under the command of Captain Isaac Hull, Constitution meets His Majesty's ship Guerriere off the coast of Nova Scotia. In the heat of the battle, British cannonballs bounce off Constitution's thick wooden sides. The sailor shouts, and the ship's nickname, Old Ironsides, is born. Guerriere's masts fall one by one. An American shot riddles her hull. The British captain surrenders. 4 months later, Constitution, under the command of Captain William Bainbridge, battles HMS Java and seizes victory again. By war's end, Constitution makes history once more when Captain Charles Stewart and his crew defeat 2 smaller British ships at once. Constitution's decisive and unprecedented victories mark the emergence of a new power on the world's seas. The war gives Americans a newfound confidence. The nation's most victorious ship gains lasting devotion. Says one American newspaper,
"Let us keep Old Ironsides at home. She has literally become a nation's ship and should be preserved in honorable pomp as a glorious monument of her own and our other naval victories."
Ships don't live forever, whether made of wood or iron. In 1830, there's talk of breaking Constitution up.
Such a national object of interest, so endeared to our national pride as Old Ironsides is, should never, by any act of government, cease to belong to the Navy, so long as our country is to be found upon the map of nations.
Struck by these words, a young Harvard medical student named Oliver Wendell Holmes pens a poem in defense of Old Ironsides.
Oh, better that her shattered hulk should sink beneath the wave. Her thunder shook the
His
mighty
verses,
seas,
widely
and
published,
feared her grave.
spark a public outcry,
Her holy flag,
and the Navy saves the beloved ship.
and give her to the god of storms, the lightning gale.
As Constitution's usefulness as a warship declines, her role as a symbol expands, and her career continues. She sails for nearly a century on a diplomatic mission around the world, leading the African squadron in the fight against slavery, serving as a school ship for midshipmen at the Naval Academy, and transporting American exhibits to the Paris Exposition. But the memory of Constitution's former glory eventually fades, and by 1925, her survival is in jeopardy once more. Her strong wooden sides riddled with rot, the ship is sinking at her berth. But this won't be the end. Children rally to save Old Ironsides. They answer the call by donating their pennies to rescue the ailing ship. Citizens of all ages lend their support, and Old Ironsides is made new again. The Navy sends Constitution on a 3-year tour of the American coast as a token of thanks to the thousands who supported her rebirth. Over her career, Constitution's flag was nearly lowered several times, but citizens of this country refused to let her sink and decay into oblivion. Today, the future of Old Ironsides is bright, thanks to all who care about the ship, the Navy sailors who serve as her crew, the Navy's skilled craftspeople who restore her, the National Park Service who preserve and interpret the Navy Yard she calls home, the museum who brings her stories to life, and especially you here today. With your support, Constitution sails again, the nation's ship of state, preserved as a living symbol of a Navy and a nation